I think our women's program got started a lot sooner and with a lot more seriousness than the rest of the world. I think most of the rest of the world doesn't respect women's soccer, whereas here we're like, that's great, that's awesome, and so we're gonna put the money and resources into it to make them the best team that they can be. And I think we got a good jump on the rest of the world in that fashion because the rest of the world was like, women's soccer, I mean, it's all about men's soccer everywhere, and that's all everybody cares about. So even now, even though they have women's national teams in place, there's still not that respect that we give our women's national team here, which is disappointing on a lot of levels for the rest of the world. But for here, we give our women's national team the same kind of coverage we give the men's. We give them the same respect. They have some great players, and it's clear now the countries that have started taking it a little more serious on the women's game are starting to beat our women's team. And so, there seems to be, like 5 or 6 top teams that the U.S. included that are, kind of just, there's the batons being switched back and forth now, and U.S. doesn't dominate as much. And now there's like some trepidation in the U.S. soccer camp that, we might have lost our foothold in the women's soccer spectrum. So that's good. It's good, only good for our program. I'm glad they have some fear because they were running the show for a number of years. Yeah, absolutely. I think just to touch about the competition angle, I think once the other teams, let's say Germany's got a very good women's national team. Once they kind of decided, you know what, we want our German team to win. We don't want USA to win everything. Then they started being like, then the competition comes in and the pride comes in. And so now they've got a great women's national team and it competes with our team. And Brazil as well, just another country that it does some of the same. So I'd hope that would generate more respect for the women's game. I don't see why it wouldn't, but that being said, it could just be a pride thing. They don't want to lose to the United States, and I mean ultimately it's a good thing all the way around. It just means more exposure for the women's game. I have a 10-month-old daughter at home named Julia, and so I have a much different appreciation for women's sports than I probably would have otherwise because I want her to at least have that as an option if that's something she wanted to do.